Hello, and welcome to another Let's Try. This time we're trying out the Banner Saga. This game was in Humble Monthly September. We're just gonna jump in. The story and Banner Saga changes based on the choices you make. The gods are dead. In their wake, man and giant survive through a tenuous alliance driving black destroyers called Dredge deep into the northern wastes. Now an era of growth and trade, life goes on. Only one thing has stopped: the sun.
Að sjá dreggjana á ferli meðalvor. It has been several long months on the road. The first signs of snowfall accost us on our approach to Strand, largest of the trade cities on the Val-human borders, and our last collection before returning to the capital. Several days ago, the sun simply came to a stop in the sky. Though during these long winter days, none of us can be certain how long it has been this way. Some of the men in the caravan have taken it as a dire omen. I am not quick to superstition, but I myself will be glad to be done with this year's rounds. We have been warned by stranded travelers about brigands on the path through Ridgehorn, our road home. Our captain seems unconcerned. Perhaps he is as eager as I to be done here. We will rest here this day and inquire further when we speak to the governor.
Battle! You've arrived just in time. The chieftain in red and his men are now looking at a tougher fight than they bargained for. Drag around the screen to see your surrounding. Click the check mark to continue. These portraits show order of initiation. Taking turns from left to right, your allies are blue, enemy is red. It's your turn to act. Movement happens before action. The ring shows your shield banger is active. The blue tile around him shows where he can move. Some characters fill more tiles than others. The horned allies are a race of giants called Varl who take up 4 tiles each, while humans fill a single tile. This can have a huge impact on your strategy. Click the tile you want to move to, then click the check mark to confirm. Target an enemy, click on the tile on which they stand. Allies are blue, enemies are red. Target this enemy by clicking on his tile. You can choose to either attack the enemy's strength or break his armor. The number beneath each icon, 2 or 5, show the damage you will do to that stat. Strength counts as both health and damage. A loss of 2 strength means you'll now do 2 less damage. If strength falls to 0, the character falls in battle. Armor blocks strength damage but can be reduced by a break attack. By breaking armor, you open them up to take more damage in the future. This enemy only has 5 strength remaining. A strength attack will kill him. Click the fist now to attack his strength and then confirm your choice. He's down. Each time you make a kill, your renown grows, which is used later to improve your characters. After taking an action, your turn ends. Next up is the enemy. Turns always alternate even if you are outnumbered. Despite being at full strength, the chieftain will do little damage against your shieldbanger's high armor. Now it's your Warhawk's turn. He appears to be out of range of these enemies, but all characters can use willpower to boost their action. Willpower is a limited resource, so use it wisely. By clicking on gold tiles, the character can move farther than normal at the cost of 1 willpower per gold tile. Red pulsating tiles beneath the enemy show how close you'll have to be to get in range. Move your Warhawk into attack range now. Standard attacks only affect a single enemy, but your Warhawk has a special ability that gives him a unique advantage. Click your Warhawk's tile to access his ability. Clicking on your character's tile will bring up all of his combat options, including move, ability, and in turn. Click the purple ability icon now. The ability description appears in the tooltip below. The Warhawk Tempest allows him to slam multiple enemies at once. Select an enemy and confirm your choice. You've made quick work of the chieftain's bodyguard. When there is only one enemy left, players enter pillage mode. During pillage mode, each character moves in order and there are no more guaranteed turns. Click the initiative to see how the order has changed. Your allies now get to move twice in a row. Okay. If a character does not move on his turn, he can rest to regain 1 willpower. The chieftain will rest this turn. Looks like the chieftain is in some trouble. Your shieldbanger won't be able to finish the job with a normal attack, but willpower can be used to boost your damage. Click the chieftain's tile to attack. Click the fist and then the stars above the fist to add willpower. The number of stars available are determined by your exertion stat. You'll see the damage numbers go up as you add willpower. Click a star and then check mark to kill this enemy. Victory! Your foes lie dying at your feet, and you have gained 5 renown.
Like a rabid wolf, that one. How did it come to this? We fool ourselves believing that peace will last. My grandfather built all this from a poor fishing village, you know. He watched the gods die, watched the chaos that followed, watched man and var slaughter each other, even before the dreads arose. All we've done is traded one struggle for another. Now that there are no more dreads to war against, we war against ourselves. This chieftain meant to kill me, and he's not the first. A dozen families in the city would gladly take my chair. This one had men waylaying merchants, both north and south of the city, strangling trade quite well, I would add, though he denied it to his lust. This sort of wolf doesn't stop biting because the head is cut off. It just grows a new head. I'm in a bad way, my friend. Help me finish this fight and I'll gladly send you on your way with double our king's tithe. Take any men you need. They're loyal, I promise you that. They will meet you down in the proving grounds.
Chapter 1. Only the sun has stopped. You're approached by a familiar man who walks in step with you as you're leaving the Great Hall. He cuts to the chase. Eric, steward of Strand. I manage the governor's business. Ubin, isn't it? It is. The governor tells me you'll be giving us a hand. Seems a bit chaotic around here, Eric. It's been worse. We've got a lot of irons in the fire. What does he want exactly? Scoffings that you didn't hack up the Great Hall scattered after you took out their chieftain. The governor just wants to make sure they stay down. Was hoping you'd join me at the marketplace by the docks. If there's anyone left to worry about, I know who can tell us. Click the market tent to visit the merchant. Let me handle this. You meander through rows of open-faced houses and eroded stalls. Colored canvases flap on a briny current. One man in particular blanches as you approach. Had, I'm not in a good mood today. For what? Talking to an idiot. The Scoffing chieftain bled out about a half hour ago. Had. So when you tell me what rat anus the rest of them crawled back into, nobody's going to try to kill you this time. I don't talk to them. They don't talk to me. Eric, need some help here? I had to change your heart. I hope you do give us a hard time. Had sweats visibly, fumbling with some dirty trinkets on his table. Wait, just buy one of these. If everybody thinks I'm getting worked over every week, how am I supposed to know much? Just a little food money, yeah? Pay him. You toss a sliver of silver on the table. Both men look at you with surprise. Had gestures meekly to a variety of junk from his stall. Take whatever you like. Only thing I'd like is the name of a place. Nobleman up by the east wall, but that was months ago last I knew. Had sulks away with a wave of Eric's hand, gathering things from his hovel, disappearing for a while until this blows over, you figure. Your bodyguard steps forward. Are we done here? Gunif, you were wearing green back at the Great Hall? No, I just bought them while you were walking around. Why? You look like a frog. Better than an eggplant. Gunif goes off to look at more stalls. Eric, that man of yours seems unreliable at best. Blind dog wouldn't trust Had. Bet he used to be Scoffing. If they're licking their wounds, they've probably gone to old haunts, not new ones. Nobleman is a mead hall? Best I can tell, that the name's ironic. Listen, I know a guy who would love to put a few of these skulls in the ground. I'm going to find him. I'll meet you there. What a luxury. Come on, you've already mopped up worse today. Just make sure the governor remembers his promise. Double the usual till payment. I'll remind him. So, that's about all the time we have. But this game looks really cool. I really like the visual style of it. I mean, I kind of heard that, you know, from the start of it, but I wasn't really so convinced by what I had heard. But it does look really cool. As far as the gameplay, it plays well. It's just not my style of game. I don't really do turn-based strategy. Well, not even turn-based strategy. Well, it is turn-based strategy, I guess. I've just never been a big fan of it. So anyways, that's all the time we have for this Let's Try. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!